Let's start with today's topic. We continue where we left last time, that is electric wire, current passing through electric wire. We have a special case in that case, that is we add a metal cladding around the wire. Now let's suppose this is the electric wire, the cross-sectional area of the wire, and let's say this is the metal cladding around this wire. So the wire is having the radius Rw and the temperature at the surface is Tw, whereas the metal is having the radius R0 and the temperature at the surface is Tm, and T0 is the outside or the surrounding temperature or the ambient temperature. T0 is the ambient temperature. Now, if you refer to your electric wire, for electric wires, we have the equation which we derived yesterday, that is d by dr of r qr is SC into R. So this comes out to be 1 by R del by del R of R qr is equal to SC. So let's consider this equation. Now, if we say there is a proper insulation, for proper insulation, that means there won't be any current, there won't be any energy dissipation. So SC remains 0. So what we have is 1 by R del by del R of R QR is equal to 0 for the metal, heat conduction through the metal. So if there is proper insulation occurring, so it is this thing. So if we see the boundary conditions in this case, so there will be two type of boundary condition. One is for the wire. For wire, that is at R equal to 0, we have QR as the finite value, that is the minimum value, and at R equal to capital R W, we have T wire is same as the that of the metal, that is Tn. Or we can also say that QR is equal to QR of metal, that is because of the same area. And for insulating material, that is metal, for insulating metal, normally the metal cladding which we use is the aluminum cladding. For insulating material or the metal, that is this, the boundary condition will be at R equal to capital Rw, that is at the surface, the wire temperature is same as the metal temperature, or let's say somewhat equal to some intermediate temperature Tmc. And at R equal to R0, that is at the outer surface, so it is QR M is equal to H, that is TR of the metal minus T0. So this Newton law of cooling is occurring at the surface of the metal, which is in contact with the ambient temperature. So that is represented by QR metal, which is equal to the heat transfer coefficient into TR aluminium, that is the temperature of the aluminium or the metal at R equal to R0. Let me write this thing again. Let's say at R equal to R0 at the surface, that is at the surface, the temperature is, let's say, is T aluminium minus T0. Now for wire, we have the condition that QR is equal to SCR by 2 plus C1 by R. So using equation, let's name this equation 1, equation 2, this is equation 3, and this is equation 4. Now using equation 1, we have C1 is 0. So therefore QR is equal to SCR by 2. This is what we derived yesterday in the electric wire. So further, using Fourier law of heat conduction, so we have minus k dt by dr is equal to SCR by 2. So we have the temperature profile as minus k SCR square by 4k plus C2. Now using equation 2, boundary condition 2, using boundary condition 2. So boundary condition 2 says at R equal to RW, we have the temperature of the wire is same as that of the metal, or and which is same equal to that of TMC, some intermediate temperature TMC. So using boundary condition 2, so we can say that TMC is equal to minus k SERW square by 4k and plus C2. So from here C2 comes out to be TMC plus k SERW square by 4k. Now we substitute back this value of C2 over here. So we have the temperature profile in the wire, which is TMC plus SERW square by 4k into 1 minus R by RW square. So that is the maximum temperature of the wire, which the maximum temperature which the wire can attain is will be TMC as that of the metal. So this is the temperature profile within the wire. Now when we talk about the temperature profile within the metal cladding, now for metal cladding, so we have QR for metal cladding is C1. So we have QRM as C1 by 2, C1 by R. Now at R equal to RW, we said that the heat flux at a solid interaction, the heat flux at R is same as that of the same, that is the at the interface, the solid interface, the heat flux is uniform. So it is this thing. So which can also be written as SCRW by 2 using that equation. So at R equal to RW, we have QRM as SERW by 2. So therefore, the value of C1 comes out to be SERW square by 2. Now, QRM is C1 by R, and the value of C1, if we substitute the value of C1 over here, so QRM comes out to be SER square W by 2R, 2 small r. And again, using Fourier law of heat conduction over here, so it is minus K dTm by dr is equal to SER square W by 2R. So upon integration, so we have the temperature of the metal as minus SER square W by 2 into ln R plus C2. So this is the temperature profile in the metal. Now using the boundary condition that R equal to capital R, at R equal to capital R naught. So we have QR metal as H, TR at R equal to 0 for the aluminium minus T naught. Okay, I'm using aluminium. We can also use the metal TM also over here at the top over here where we have defined the boundary condition. I've used the aluminium. Now instead of aluminium, we can also use M, the nomenclature for the metal. So let's use TM. So it is this thing. So from here we have TR at R equal to 0. That is for the metal. It will be QRM by H plus T naught. And what is QRM? QRM is SE R square W. What is QRM? SERW by 2 into H plus T naught. So this is the temperature of the metal at the outer surface, that is at R equal to R naught, which is equal to SE R square W by 2H plus T naught. Now, if you substitute this condition over here, and that is at R equal to R naught, the metal temperature is this much. So we can evaluate the value of C2. So C2 comes out to be, so if you substitute this value over here, so let me write the value of C2. So C2 comes out to be T naught plus SE R square W by 2H plus SE R square W by 2 into L R. So this is your C2. Now, if we substitute back over here, so we have the metal profile, temperature of the metal profile, which will be Tm as Se R square W by 2H plus T naught plus Se R square W by 2 into ln R naught by R. So this is the temperature profile of the metal. Now, if you look at what is the value of T naught, if you look at the value of T naught, where we have calculated, now this is the value of T naught, that is, since TMC, that is, if you look at this condition, that is equation A. In this equation, let me write this equation A over here. Now, according to equation A, that is T is equal to TMC plus SER square W by 4K into 1 minus R by RW whole square. Now, this Tm and TMC is same because we have said in the boundary condition that both the temperatures are almost same, that is TW is equal to Tm is equal to TMC. Let's consider is equal to TMC. So now, from equation 2, using equation 2 or using equation B, let's name it as equation B. Using equation B, Tm is equal to TMC. So what we can do is we can substitute this temperature expression over here and generalize the expression of the temperature throughout the entire system, that is including the metal as well as the cladding, using the metal as well as the cladding. So what will be the general temperature profile throughout this entire system of wire as well as metal? That will be T is equal to T naught plus Se R square by 2 by 2H plus Se R square W by 2 into ln R naught by R plus Se R square by W into 4K into 1 minus R by RW whole square. So this is in general the temperature profile of the entire system, that is how the as the current passes through this wire, how the temperature varies across the entire system. Suppose at the topmost surface, at the outer surface of the metal cladding, there is cooling occurring. So this is how the temperature variation occurs within the system. So this part is because of the metal cladding and this is because of the wire. So if you combine both this, so you have a general temperature profile within the system. Clear? Further, I guess now if we talk about this same thing can be done for a system where you have like a multiple cladding occurring. So the same general profile can be calculated for the further, where if you have seen certain systems where there is a wire, inside that wire there is another small wires including metal wire, then cladding, and then there is outer cladding. So if there are three types of different systems, So three composite systems. So again, the same thing can be followed. So this is how, the metal cladding system, it works. So if you have any query, you can ask.